Coach, first game of conference play, first win. Just start with your opening thoughts from today.
Friday conference games with two aces going. It was the typical what you expect, a 2-1 baseball game that's 1-1 into the eighth. So just a pitcher's duel, the full definition of it. And Gabe got us deep into the game through six. We outlasted their guy, who was one of the best pitchers in the league. And luckily got just enough against the bullpen. But our three guys who threw today, Gabe, Hunter, and Nick, were just lights out, controlled the game. They had one inning where they rallied. They played for the one run. We controlled the game, picked up the safety squeeze, threw it to first, trusted ourselves to just play the game. And it was kind of the exact game we knew we had to play to win today. We stressed to our offense that this is going to be tough. You got to grind the game down. And Gabe's going to do his job and keep it right where it was. And eventually, we think our bullpen's better than a lot of bullpens. So we played the style and pace of game we needed, and we did just enough to pull the win. Pitching and defense won this game today, and some timely discipline at bats.
Bales came into the game with an ERA under 2. You got his pitch count up early. How important was that?
Huge. That was the whole plan. I mean, he has as good a slider as we're going to face all year, and we knew that, so we had to do as good as we could to make sure balls were where we can hit them, where in our lanes. But we had to be okay going down sometimes, striking out on pitches that were just going to be too hard to recognize. We watched last year's game against him, and we chased everything he possibly threw. They put up a big number on us early last year. It was a tough game to come back on him, but we used that information, and it was just the guys really bought into the plan, and they were willing to sacrifice their own at-bat for the next guy, and I think that was part of the reason we pulled through in the end.
Walk us through that opening run. You started with the sac bunt and then got that little dribbler to score the run. Just what went right on that play?
Yeah, just ball being placed in the right spot. Two really good at-bats to walk to start the inning from Ramp and Nystrom. Tino getting the bunt down, which if we can do the things we need to do, we actually got 2 down today. That set up the second and third, and then it's really just going to come down to putting the ball in play. And Jaden, he sometimes has a hard time laying off the thing down, but he did just enough to put it in play. Has speed. When you have action and people on base, it's hard to play defense, and they kind of messed up the one play. And we had a couple chances to tack on more of that inning, but he's a really good pitcher. He bared down and struck out the next couple of guys and kept it to 1 run, and that's what good pitchers do. And but that was it. Getting the lead was huge, and then minimizing their inning to keep it at 1-1 until somebody could do something late in the game, which was big.
Gabe, another quality start for you. Just how are you feeling out there?
Good. I think I set the record for amount of cleats used in the day today. But no, really, it was super fun. Good weather out there. Really excited to just get on the field and have a bounce back outing from last weekend. And I was attacking early and just having fun up there doing my thing.
Walk me through the bottom of the 5th. You got a couple outs, ended up loading the bases, but then struck the guy out at the end. Just what was going through that?
Yeah, so that was the first out, or the first batter was the shoe play right back at me, and I went to go pick up the ball, and the bottom of my shoe was off, so had to figure that one out. Got a new pair of cleats on, and it was time to go from there. But another hit up the middle, I think there, and then quality bunt sack suicide squeeze play with bases loaded, just collecting the out there. Have to do that job, and we had a base open, but I got the last guy out, so I think that was a shifting point in the game. I was pretty proud of myself there.
Rob, you touched on Holzheimer kind of steadying the tide in those middle innings. What did you see from him today?
Yeah, I mean, Gabe fought his way through that 5th, and I was thinking one more if we could, and if Gabe had a quick one, maybe we'd push him, but we're coming up to that part of the order where they had four lefties in a row, and Holzheimer does a really good job against lefties, as we see. So, and I wanted Gabe was pushing. It's hot out there. It's a tough day. I probably could have fought his way through, but I didn't want to regret not using Holzheimer's been a major weapon for us, and we're through 6 now. So if you get 2 from him, and then we have Nick for the 9th and 10th if we needed it. So that was the plan, but he just attacked them. He attacked them, and he stayed in another inning and got the top of their order out, which was absolutely huge. Then we score, and then Nick gets to face 6 through 9 of the order instead of the top of the order again. So just everyone doing a really good job passing the baton and trusting the next guy. And we're very unselfish when it comes to that. I mean, Gabe's pitch count wasn't high. He's our horse. He could have fought me and said this is ridiculous, but he's a team guy, and I think everyone believes the guys coming in behind him are pretty darn good. So they put us in a good chance to win.
Going back to that bottom of the eighth, you ended up scoring the game-winning runner on a hit by pitch. What was the message before those at-bats that inning?
Well, it started with 2 really good at-bats by Eddie and TJ, single. Obviously, those are 2 of our better power-hitting guys who could also have selfish at-bats there and try and win the game all by themselves. But that Johnson kid Braga was doing a really good job against us, and they grinded out 2 at-bats to start it. And then Trevor and Jackson just doing things we preach, man. If that ball's running in at you, you need to stand there and let it hit you. And they both did a good job of that. And that's really another missed opportunity to score some runs after the 2-1 lead. We had a chance to put them away, but they have good pitchers, and they bared down and got some big outs and kept the game where it was. But just discipline at bats. Nobody trying to win the game all by themselves. Just willing to take what the game gives you, because that's what winning demands sometimes.
Nick, your 5th save of the year. Just what'd you see on the mound in that 9th inning?
I kind of said it the last time I was on here. Like, nothing really changes for me. Like, up 1 run, up 3 runs, like down a couple runs. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to go out there and help my teammates. I'm throwing like 1-2 innings at a time. They're the ones playing the rest of the game, scratching across 2 runs to put us in a position to win. So I'm just going out there and trying to help them out. They're helping me out on defense. Like, we're just having fun.
Kind of a unique pickoff play to end the game. Did you guys know he was kind of leaning, or what did Rampin see on that play?
No, I mean, honestly, I think I just threw like a 40-foot slider and baseball, That's the way it goes.
Rob, for you guys, how important was it to get the first one in conference play in the books?
It's as important as the next 26 conference games. I mean, it's a great start, but we've been preaching all week. It's a new season when you get to this point, and I think the guys really embraced that. I showed them I got a haircut, a bunch of guys haircut, shaved. They said this is a new season. Wait till you see Gage tomorrow. He looks like a 7-year-old child compared to the 24-year-old that he is on the mound. But I think they really embraced it. Yeah, but it is truly conference baseball is different in the sense of you just throw everything into the next pitch. It doesn't really matter what happens yesterday, and it's totally new. And tomorrow is a whole new. Nothing that happened today is going to matter tomorrow. But it was great. It's a great start. It's the game we thought the way we had to play it. That's what I'm excited about. They embraced the challenge of what it was going to be. I think Nick's being humble that, he's only got to pitch 1 or 2 innings, but they're usually the most important ones with the game on the line, and his mentality is exactly what we need for that. And him being able to do that sets us up with a lot of guys who can finish games, and he's always available multiple times a weekend. So big start, but tomorrow's a whole new season. It's 1 game at a time.
Gabe, what can you tell Gage and your fellow pitchers for tomorrow's game to get things started?
Gage is insane, like the best stuff that I've seen in a long time. So trust his stuff. I think these guys are gonna give you outs just if he can attack the zone. He's a really good pitcher. I'm excited for him to do his thing, and just taking it 1 pitch at a time. I feel like a good amount of times we're rolling and we're throwing really hard and we're out there for a while, and just like a breath here and there is super important, because when Gage throws his stuff over the zone and with all his confidence, he's pretty much untouchable. So I'm really excited to see these guys and get to hang out and watch a thing of beauty for the next 2 days.
Nick, your fellow bullpen guys, only 2 of you guys were used today. What's your message to your teammates into tomorrow?
Keep playing. Like, we're nasty. Like, I don't know. Like, all we got to do is just keep doing the same thing we've been doing.